If you're someone who's wanting to do their own bridal makeup and want to learn how to do this soft bridal glam eye makeup, keep watching. Let's use the one and only Natasha Denona warm palette to create the most perfect bridal eyeshadow look. Okay, I'm going to show you what shades I'll be using. So first of all, I'm taking that shade, which is ripe, and then this shade, which is mellow. I'm going to mix both the shades and use a medium fluffy brush to blend it on my crease. I'm going to be using more of the ripe shade because I have a medium skin tone. If you're lighter, you can use more of the mellow shade. And I just blend it using a fluffy brush. We always have to use gentle hands when you're doing eyeshadow, because if you're too rough, the eyeshadow becomes quite patchy. You won't be able to blend it properly. So very soft strokes, and just make sure you fluff it out like that so it looks all seamless and doesn't have a ending point. I've done the same thing on my other eye too, so let's deepen up the crease a little. We're going to be using this shade called Fervor, and we're going to be using a little bit of the shade called Vim. We just mix it all together, and then with the same brush we're going to work it on the outer part of our eye. So do not go over the middle of your eye. So with your deepening shade, should always stay on the outer part of your eye. And with this one, do not blend it out all over. Make it a little bit more precise, just like that. And then if you do need to blend it, just stop it in the middle of your eye. So we're just going to blend it a little bit more. If you need, you can also use another brush that doesn't have any color, just to blend it out a little bit more. Right, just like that. I'm just going to take a little bit of that darker shade and place it right in the outer corner, just like that. To make your eyes look a bit more doll-like, you can take this shade, which is the Fervor, and just pop some underneath your lash line. I got a little bit of mascara over there, just ignore that. Just take the medium shade and just pop it all over your lash line. Done the same on both the eyes. Now we're gonna go for shimmer. I'm gonna be using a flat brush like that. You can also use your fingers. Actually, let's use the finger. This is my first time using the Natasha Denona palette. I'm gonna be using this shade Fancy and popping it on the inner part of my eyelid. Oh my goodness, look at that shade. It's so pretty and pigmented. I actually would recommend using a finger. That would be better. It's beautiful. It is amazing. Now you do not have to use the same palette that I've used, but you can see what type of colors I'm using to create this look. Now for a little bit of definition and as our eyeliner, I'm going to be using this shade called Pep. I'll use an angled brush and just stamp it right here on the outer part of my eye. So we're not going to make a big wing, we're just going to make a soft smudged wing like that. I'm going to add a bit of mascara. If you don't like the heavy feeling of strip lashes, you can use some individual lashes. These are from Amazon, so I'll just pop 2 each on the outer part of my eyes. Now I'm going to use a brightening shade on my inner corners. I'm going to use the mix of the shade Elm and Fancy both. and then pop it right in the inner corner to brighten my eyes. There we go. That's our final look. Very easy, soft bridal glam that you can do yourself.